Okay. Class 6C. So good morning, class 6C. This is chapter number 7 from Urban Administration. We are doing it in civics. It is 22nd of January. And from the chapter Urban Administration, we will now mark exercise D and E. Exercise D, question number 1, page number B98. Under the heading Sources of Income. Begin it from the corporation needs a large amount of funds to discharge its various functions. Key sources of income are point number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Close the bracket at etc. The last point. Close the bracket at circus, etc. This is answer number D1 and this is answer number E3 also. I repeat, this is D1 also and this is for E3 as well. When you will do exercise E, you will not rewrite the answer, but you will just write same as D1. So D1 and E3 both are the same. Next. Question number 2.
Ma'am,
Who is yes?
ma'am, can you repeat the first one as ma'am my connection was lost?
Okay. So D1, D exercise question number 1. Sources of income from the corporation needs up to right hand side, circus, etc. All the points, bullet points which are written should be written line wise. Okay. Question number D2. Who is a municipal councillor? Now children, if you have a rough copy with you, write this answer there or you can write in the space below life skills. I am dictating this answer. This cannot be marked in the book. Who is a municipal councillor? Answer. The head of a the head 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 of a municipality 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 or municipal council MUNICIPAL municipal council 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 is called municipal councillor Check out the spelling from the question. Full stop. Here, comma, HERE, here, comma, each city is EACH. Each city is divided. Divided into wards. WARDS. Wards and is is dealt dealt by a ward councillor ward councillor full stop. Please recheck, I am repeating it. The head of municipality or municipal council is called municipal councillor full stop. Here, comma, each city is divided into wards wards and is dealt D-E-A-L-T, dealt by a ward councillor, full stop. Question number D3. How is a mayor elected? Page number 96. Page number 96, right side. Under the heading, Organization of a Corporation. Third paragraph. Organization of a corporation. Third paragraph. The members of a corporation council elect mayor and deputy mayor. The mayor presides over the meetings of the council. He is aided in his work by the municipal commissioner, the chief engineer, chief medical officer, etc. In the absence of the mayor, his duties are performed by the deputy mayor. Close the bracket at deputy mayor. This is answer number D3. Answer number D3. Question number D4. Mention 4 ways in which the work of municipal corporation affects the life of a city dweller. Write the answer. Mark this in the question first. It is written 4 ways. Instead of 4, write down some. S-O-M-E. Some ways in which the work of municipal corporation affects the life of a city dweller are A-R-E. After A-R-E-R, please write down the answer. Page number 97. Page number 97. I am telling you some points to mark. Mark these points and write them point wise. First one, under the heading functions. First one, keeping the streets clean through disposal of garbage, removal of filth. This will be the first point. Mark this as number 1. First point. Next point, on the right hand, public vaccination. Public vaccination. Next point, construction and maintenance of roads, street, bridges, flyovers, etc. This is point number 3. Point number 4, firefighting services, fire stations. Firefighting services, fire stations. This is the third point. Fourth one. Fifth point is registration of birth and death. Registration of birth and death. Sixth point, number 6, provision of water and electricity. Sixth point is provision of water and electricity. And seventh point is construction and maintenance of public toilet and conveniences. Construction and maintenance of public toilet and conveniences. And eighth point is under the topic educational functions. Eighth point, the local bodies open and operate primary and middle schools. This is point number 8. That's it for answer number D4. There are 8 points. Yes.
Ma'am, what is the first and second point?
First point is जो health services वाला section है, please check it there. Keeping the streets clean through disposal of garbage. This is the first point. Second point is public vaccination. Number it, otherwise you will get confused. Second point is public vaccination. Check it out in the health service topic, public vaccination. Third point is construction and maintenance of road. Fourth point is firefighting. Fifth point is registration of birth. Sixth point is provision of water and electricity. Seventh point is construction and maintenance of public toilet and convenience. And 8, the local bodies open and operate primary and middle schools. This is answer number D4 also and E2 also. Exercise E का question number 2 is same as answer number D4. Okay. So there are 8 points in total. You can learn any 4 of them, but write all 8 in your copy. Okay. Any more confusion with exercise D, children? All right. Question number E1. Describe the organization of a municipal corporation. For answer number E1, check out the blue color table that we were discussing. Page number 96. Page number 96. Exercise E, question number 1. A municipal corporation, and then there is a box with blue color. If you see, there is a box with blue color, voter, then ward councillor, then alderman, mayor, deputy mayor, and then the committees. All this table you have to make. If you have to color the background, please make use of pencil colors only. Otherwise, do not color. There is no need to color it. Just make the box. Make the box very neatly in your fair copies. This box is your answer number E1. Question number E2. Discuss the functions of a corporation. E2 is same as D4. Answer number E2 is same as D4. Exercise D, question number 4. We have marked those 8 points. They will apply to E1 also, E2 also. Question number E3. So you will copy the question and simply write below same as D4. Next question, E3. Mention the sources of income. As suggested earlier, this answer is same as D1. Question number E3 is same as D1. All right. So that's it for the question answers. I hope all of you have marked exercise A, B, and C.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you completed exercise C in your notebooks?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now let us turn to page number 95. Quickly turn to page number 95. So I'm giving you a quick repeat of this chapter. Under the topic urban administration, there were 4 boys initially who wanted to sort up a query. Actually, they were in a park and the park lights were off. They wanted to know whom they can go and complain to. For this, they went to one of their friends' grandfather. Grandfather was a retired alderman, was a retired man from the urban authority services. He explained in detail about the municipal authorities, municipal corporations. And then the boys got to know, you can turn the page number 96, and then the boys got to know how the municipal organization or the urban authorities function. How they are elected? Actually, the city is divided into wards. The people of one particular ward go and vote after every 5 years. And through voting, they select their ward councillor. The ward councillor further elects the mayor and the deputy mayor. Also, they elect certain aldermen and the committees. After the committees are framed up, there are in charges for every committee. And as you can check out in the blue color box, different committees perform different functions. This setup is for a period of 5 years. After 5 years, the elections for ward councillors happen again. The mayor is re-elected and the ward councillors are also re-elected. And they manage the city for the next 5 years. Then there were the functions. Into 3 groups, we can divide the functions of a municipal corporation. Check out page number 97 now. These functions include some health related functions, some public utility functions. Public utility means those day-to-day needs that we require from the government. And there are educational functions, very important, because education is a must to be provided to the children of your country. So health related functions include sanitation of the city, vaccination of people, providing medicines, keeping hospitals and dispensaries maintained. Then there are public utility services. Some are mentioned here. However, there are n number of services. For example, firefighting, street lighting, maintenance of bridges, flyovers, public toilets, birth certificate of a person, death certificate of a person, and plantation of trees, maintenance of roads, water supply to your houses, electricity supply to your houses, zoo, museum, circus, etc. Then there are educational functions. There are primary schools, there are government schools which provide primary and middle school education to all the children of the country. Those especially who cannot afford expensive education, they go to these government schools and can receive education, sometimes at a very less fees and sometimes for free also. These educational institutions even provide food, clothing and books free of cost to the children. This comes under the right to education. It is a right for every Indian child to receive at least the primary education. This comes under the of India. RTE Act was taken into consideration by the Government of India, and this comes under one of the fundamental rights of the children of India. Turn to page number B98. Here we discussed some of the sources of income. Basically, the sources of income include taxes, and there are rent from the government buildings. So there are n number of taxes which the urban administration receives, and they use this for the welfare of the people, for the welfare of the city. The last topic is control over local bodies. Who takes control over the local bodies? The state government. For example, who takes control over the local authority of Lucknow? It is done by the authorities or the government of Uttar Pradesh, because Lucknow is a city in the state of Uttar Pradesh, Kanpur is a city in Uttar Pradesh. So the UP government will take care, the chief minister and the other cabinet ministers will take care of the urban authorities. So children, with this we come to the end of this lesson. I hope you have understood. You need to do the glossary of the next chapter. Turn to page number 106. Page number 9. Sorry, chapter number 9. Page number 106. Urban livelihoods. You will read this chapter and you will write the glossary. Check out the glossary. There are a few glossary terms given here. Do it in your Fair Civics copy after completing the question answers. So that's it for today.